Stick around because I'm transforming the back of this jean jacket into something really pretty. Hi friends, it's Claudia from Create with Claudia. I hope you're all doing well. Don't mind the back of my studio, it's kind of messy. We got a dog about 2 months ago now, and I'm trying to reorganize because he really likes to take stuff off the shelves and chew on them. So that's a problem, especially he loves fuzzy and fabric things. So we're trying to figure that all out. So don't mind the mess behind me, but what we're doing now is something really fun, really easy to do as well. I have this old jean jacket. I'm not going to show you the back. I'll show you a video really quickly of the back. Just a plain, simple jean jacket. I absolutely love it. I love jean jackets. I'm going to be transforming it with some fabric, doing a little machine applique, which I am not great at, but I'm going to do it anyway because I just think this is such a fun project. In fact, I am doing this when I post this video. It's going to be right before I head down to QuiltCon 2026, and I wanted to do something really fun. Everybody there, not everybody, but a lot of people wear gorgeous clothes that they make, blouses, overalls, hat, you name it. They make such gorgeous things. I do not make a lot of clothes, but I did want to join in the fun. So that's why I thought I would just add some really pretty applique shapes to the back of this jean jacket. All right, so we're ready to get started. I love this project, nice and easy. Let me tell you what you're going to need. First off, that's important. First off, you're going to need some iron-on adhesive. I'm using Heat and Bond Light Sewable. It's an iron-on adhesive. It's paper-backed, and I'll show you that in a second because you're going to want to trace your templates on it. So you're going to need some of that. You're going to need some templates. Now, I have these, and you can get them on my website on the blog post for this project. I'll link it in the description in the video. And, whatever templates you want to use. I'm using a heart, a peace sign, and I'm also using it's ampersand. I call it the and sign. I never can remember exactly how to say it. I think it's ampersand, but I might be wrong on that. So you need your templates, whatever size. You're going to sort of play with it a little bit, but this is what I wanted because I want to do this on the back of my jean jacket, like right in here. And this was nice and big. I wanted it nice and big and bold. You're going to need some sort of water-soluble marking tool or disappearing marking tool because I want to mark the center of the back of my jacket. And it won't make a big difference, and I'll probably end up covering this with the applique shapes. But you're going to want that. You're going to want some scissors, and then of course you want fabric, which is always the fun part. These 4 fabrics are from a bundle, a fabric line called Alluring Butterflies by Ann Lauer. I just fell in love with this when I saw this. I had to get it. I bought it. They're from Benartex Fabrics. So the first thing you're going to want to do is trace out your templates. So I've cut some of that iron-on adhesive, that Heat and Bond Light Sewable. You want the sewable if you're going to do the sewing. They also have a stronger one, but because I'm sewing, I use the lighter weight one. And here you can see there's that paper I was telling you about, the paper back, and on the other side is the adhesive. It's kind of rough. So on the paper side, you're going to want to trace your shapes. Nice thing is you can see through it if you make your dark template there. And I'm just going to carefully, it's kind of weird because the adhesive on the other side's a little rough, but it works. It's a little, when you cut it, it'll be smoother. All right, so there's my heart. That's the first one. I'm going to do the other 2 really quickly, and then I'm going to adhere these to the fabrics. Now, before I do this one, I just want to say it is backwards, and I know that, but that's because you're going to put it on, when you put this on and adhere it, it's actually going to be the right side, so that's why it's backwards. Okay, so these are all traced out. You can see that. Now, you do not want to cut out the shape yet. You only cut it out once it's on the fabric that you're using for your applique shape. But I probably will cut this down a little bit. I don't want to iron on all of that onto the fabric. I'll lose some of the fabric. So I'm going to trim and leave like a nice, maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch border around this. And then I'm going to adhere it to the back of the fabric. All right, so here are the fabrics. I know what order I'm going to put them in. What I'm going to do is cut out a piece of the fabric as well that's bigger than the shape. So we'll do, let's say, why don't we do We'll do this one. It's smaller, so it's easier to see on camera. And for that one, I want to use this really pretty multicolored rainbow butterfly fabric. If you look, you can see the butterflies. And I'm just going to cut out a small piece. That is bigger than the template, because if it's smaller, you're going to get glue on your pressing surface. So I'm just going to cut out all right. Now you always want to put this on the back side of the fabric. Here's the good side, here's the back side, and this is that side. Oh, you can see the pen went through it a little bit. It's kind of rough. It's hard to see. Let me see if I put it up closer to the camera. You'll see it there. You can kind of see it's shiny and rough. That has the adhesive on it. So you want that side facing your fabric, and then you're going to go over to your pressing surface, and you want to follow the manufacturer's instructions on how long to press it and at what temperature you want your iron. All right, so here we are at my pressing surface. I'm just going to hold this down. It's nice. I let it cool for a second. It gets really hot, so I will say be really careful. That's my advice. All right, and then you're going to cut out your shape. So this is cooled. And of course I picked the trickiest one to cut out, but we'll give it a go anyway. So now you can cut it, and you have that paper backing, so that's nice. It's nice and adhered. You might want to use smaller scissors. All right. Whew. So there you can see the cutout. That'd be kind of cool too, but I'm not going to use that. But there you go. There's my and sign, or ampersand, whatever you want to call it. And that's ready to go. It's kind of small, and again, I'm not too worried about the rough edges because I'm going to be sewing those, appliquing those down on the machine. All right, here are my 3 shapes cut out. That takes a little bit of time, no big deal. So I'm going to set these aside. I still have the paper on them. I wouldn't take that off quite yet. I'm going to prep my jean jacket and sort of get that center line that I was talking about, so I can go ahead and press these on. Okay. So this is the top, this is the back of my jacket, and of course you can put your applique shapes wherever you want. But I like this panel in the back. This is what I really wanted to show off. So I'm just going to mark the center. Let me get my ruler. I'm going to mark the center here really lightly. Okay, and I'm just going to measure from sort of this line to this line. That's what's nice about this jacket. If your jean jacket is different, you're going to have to kind of measure it a different way. So it's about from the inside of that seam right there is 12 inches. So I'm going to mark this at 6 inches, just very, very lightly right there. Might want to use a darker one. I can see that and I kind of know. And I'm going to mark down a little bit further. All right, so now comes the fun part. I'm going to take it back over to my pressing surface. All right, this is laid out now on my pressing surface underneath, and now we're ready to put these on here on the way I want to place them. I learned this trick many years ago. I had no idea. I didn't do a lot of paper-backed applique. You use this needle to get this paper off. I would sit there and pick on my videos, and then a viewer said, you know, if you just use a pin and score it, it comes right off. And that person was right. It has made my life so much easier when I'm doing videos like this. You can see it's kind of shiny. I'm going to hold it up a little bit. There you can see that's the glue part. And I'm just going to place this, and this is why I leave that line there, just so I can kind of center it. I'm going to play with this a little bit. I'm going to remove the other paper. I won't press it till I'm sure I have it in the place I want it. All right, so here I am. I'm using that line, that very faint line. I want to say peace and love. That's what I'm kind of in the mood for lately. Well, I'm always in the mood for that. I shouldn't say lately. But anyway, there we go. So I am going to pin these in place just so you can see. I'm going to move the camera up a little bit because it's nice and even. It's even in fact, I might even step away and look at it from further away. That sometimes helps when you're looking at sort of the, the aspect of things. I might move this up just a little bit. There we go. The denim's kind of tricky to work with. It's sort of bubbly, and I did press it, but you know how that goes sometimes, especially with denim, it doesn't always press easily. So I'm going to pin these where I want them. Just one pin, because I am going to take the pin out before I press it. All right, I am happy with that. So now comes the big part, and that's when you press it on. Deep breath. I always get a little nervous. This one I'm fidgeting with a little bit. I'm going to do the heart first because that's the easy one. And again, follow those manufacturer's instructions. And I don't want to hit that one, so I'm staying away from it. Okay, these are on. They have cooled, so I can touch them. And now I'm going to machine applique them down. I really thought it'd be pretty with some black thread around the edges. Just sort of make them pop a little bit. I love black with bright colors. I think it really makes the colors pop. Okay, I've set up my machine. It's ready for some zigzag stitch. That's all I'm going to do is some simple zigzag stitch. Very easy to do, hopefully. I don't do a lot of machine applique. I don't do a lot of embroidery. I rarely do embroidery. So this is always different for me. Whoops, I hit the camera a little bit. It's a little challenge for me, but we're going to give it a shot. I wanted a shorter stitch. I practiced on some other fabric just so I could make sure I was doing it right. So here we go. Fingers crossed. All right, I'm coming to the corner, so I'm going to pivot with the needle down, and there you can kind of see it. I'll show you when I'm done with the heart. I chose the easiest one to show you, just because, again, I'm not a super expert. Okay, so here it is. I finished doing that. I'm going to trim off this one thread. I just did a very simple zigzag stitch. This is not my forte, and you can tell that because, as you can see, I did not get up to the edge on some of the edges around here. It is okay by me. I love it. I just think it's so pretty. The fabric and then the black on the outside. I'm going to do the other two shapes, and I'm sure it's going to be the same. Again, this is not my forte, but I love doing stuff like this. It sort of challenges me, and it's fun. It's wearable art, at least in my opinion it is. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other two shapes, the and sign or ampersand sign, and then the peace sign, and then I'll show you the whole jacket. All right, here it is. It's all sewn on, machine applique on. Not the most perfect job, I fully admit it, but I love the way it turned out. It's going to look so cute. Peace and love, that's what it's all about. I'm going to wear this jean jacket very proudly. I love doing things like this. They kind of challenge me, and I like to show you how I do them too, because you don't have to be an expert in everything to do it. And again, I'm totally not an expert on the zigzag and the machine applique. All right, here it is. I like the front, just a plain jean jacket, but watch to when I turn around. There you go. What do you think? One more look. I love it. I think we all need a little peace and love in our lives. This is my new jean jacket that I will wear proudly. I hope you like the project too. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate that so much. I do all kinds of quilt patterns, tips, tutorials, that kind of thing, and things like this, just sort of fun projects that are a little bit different. This is great for scraps as well. I do have a Working Our Scraps Off Facebook group where I post videos every once in a while of fun scrap fabric projects. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.